The National Park Service's Regional Visitor Center in Salem is the regional visitor center for the Essex National Heritage Area. It provides information on Salem as well as general information about the Essex National Heritage Area. It is also one of the largest and most beautiful design spaces in New England. Formerly the Old Salem Armory, the Regional Visitor Center features exhibits, pictures, and information about Salem Maritime. This museum is located on 2 New Liberty Street in Salem, Massachusetts, and is open through November through January. Inside the museum, there are a lot of interesting artifacts and models that were made to resemble the looks back in the day. The center of the museum consists of various exhibits showing the early history of the maritime sailing tradition of the early 1800s century sailing. The model you see here was Salem's longest and was once one of the busiest in the nation. The first 800 feet wharf was begun in 1762 and completed about 1770 by Captain Richard Derby, who was one of the wealthiest merchants in the pre-revolution in Salem. The Friendship made 15 voyages around the world, trading for pepper, exotic spices, sugar, coffee, and other goods. She was captured by the British during the War of 1812 and was condemned and sold. The new Friendship you see here was handicap accessible and meets the modern safety requirements but retains the appearance of the late 18th century vessel. The Friendship in Salem was a reconstruction of a 171-foot, 3-masted vessel that was built in 1797 and later on shipped on September 1, 1998 at the National Park Services. Friendship was the type of merchant ship that made Salem a leader in the opening international trade with the Far East, Europe, and Russia in the years immediately after the American Revolution. Today, the Friendship is a part of the National Park Service's larger exhibits at the site. The vessel is fully operational, but only on special occasions does it move out of port. At the Custom House, there were officers of the United States Customs Service collectors, inspectors, and other officials. It was here that ships' captains and owners paid duties and imported goods and conducted other businesses. The main location of the tax revenue was the Custom House. It was said that at least 6% of the tax revenue of America was coming from Salem. There are many regulations of the Derby wharves, such as paying more for the amount of goods you may have. Prices of food that had been shipped costed a lot more than other goods. Many people thought the regulations were too much for the process of shipping goods back and forth. As Salem Maritime being such an important historical site, people love to come and see and enjoy the experience of shipbuilding and the maritime business of transporting goods from one country to another. It will always be remembered because people will always be able to live what it was like back in the day in Salem Maritime. This site will always be important in periods of American history as you can go to Salem and enjoy the historical site for yourself.